Hi, I'm Matt from eSpares. In this video, I'll show you how to replace the clock or timer module on a Rangemaster cooker. If your clock cannot be set, has a corrupted display or no display at all, it'll need to be replaced. Safety first, always disconnect an appliance before carrying out any work. The next thing I need to do is to remove this vent grill at the back of the cooker by undoing the 6 screws that hold it in place. With the vent grill now removed, the next thing I need to do is to release this half of the cooker top. To do that, I need to remove the griddle cover, take out the griddle reflector, and then undo these 2 screws here. With both screws removed, I can slide this half of the cooker top out and lift it out of the way. Next, I need to release this half of the cooker top by undoing the 2 screws that hold it in place. With the screws removed, I can now shift this half of the cooker top forward before resting it on the back. Now I can access the screws that hold the control fascia in place, 4 at the top, 4 at the bottom. But the next thing I'm going to do is to remove all the knobs. With all the screws removed, I can now gently drop down the fascia panel, being careful because the electrical connections are still all connected. And here we have the clock module or timer module here in a bracket, which has been unscrewed by us unscrewing the screws from the control fascia panel. What I'm going to do is just take a photograph of the electrical connections so that we can use that as a guide when refitting the electrical connections. I can then take all these fittings off the old timer module Now the timer has been connected from all the electrical connections, I can release the timer from the bracket by simply pushing in the pip on one side and then the other, and the timer simply slides out. I can grab my new timer, put that in position and put it into the bracket until it clips in. And then using my photograph, I can reconnect the electrical connections to my new timer. With the wires correctly fitted to our new timer, I'm going to put the bracket back into the fascia, and then I'll just replace the top screw just to hold the bracket in place. Once the bracket's screwed in, I can then push the control panel back into the cooker, making sure that none of these wires get trapped when I do. And then I can refit the screws and the knobs. can then refit this side of the cooker top. Just put the half over these locating pegs at the front and then push back into place before refitting the screws at the back. I can then refit this half of the cooker top. So just place it just hanging off the side of the cooker, and then it should slide nicely into position, like so. I can then screw the 2 screws back in. Then I can refit the griddle parts. And the only thing left to do is to replace the vent grill. So there we have it, one new clock or timer module fitted to this Rangemaster cooker. Remember, spares and accessories for all the appliances around your home can be found on the eSpares website. Thanks for watching.